This is my video collection. As you can see, it's not gigantic. And some books on the bottom. And a couple more DVDs down there. Right now I think I'll take you through a little look through them really quickly. Super Cop was interesting. It's one of those movies you don't really know you want until you see it in the video store. Right here is my top 10 movies right here. Not the most consistent taste in films. I put Return of the King and Elvis Comeback right next to each other. I have an odd way of categorizing it. But what I'm going to talk to you about is my Criterion collection. The films I got for Criterion. This is in no particular order. This is just the order I put them in. This is The Hit, a film by Stephen Frears. It has Terence Stamp in it, which is the primary reason I bought it. I'm a big fan of Steven Soderbergh's The Limey, and that film made me a big fan of Terence Stamp in general. Of course he was General Zod, but interesting little film, a little meditative on impending death sort of thing. And of course the cool hitman in it as their plans begin to unravel. Pretty interesting little film. Sword of Doom, Okamoto. I actually got this one from my buddy Mike. He was selling off his DVDs and he happened to have one. This is one I was looking for a while. One of my favorite samurai films. There's two really great sword fights in it. And you can't go wrong when Toshiro Mifune is in it. Excuse my pronunciation. The Silence of the Lambs. I know there are better quality discs out there now, but I am sort of a Criterion Collection fan, and this is one of the early ones. As you can see, number 13. What can be said about The Silence of the Lambs? It's a great film. The Thin Red Line. I bought this sight unseen. I've never seen it before, and only now am I a very large Terrence Malick fan. He makes films in a way that I really wanted to make films in film school. A great film. People seem to get more mired down in the action army stuff, with the explosions and the fighting, and don't pay really attention to all the meditative stuff about morality in it, the morality of war, which is kind of sad because it's a really good meditation on such things, the morality of warfare. They just want to see explosions, I guess. But the reason I bought this was The Tree of Life. I saw just prior to buying this, and I decided I'm a Terrence Malick fan. I should look at his catalog, and this is the first one I bought after. It's a really good high definition transfer, which is some stuff I never really paid to before until I started watching Terrence Malick. but this is a really good transfer. Clear, colorful. And like I said, never paid that attention to that before. So thanks, Terrence. F for Fake. Orson Welles' last completed film. It's a 2-disc, and it comes with a really great documentary, one-man band about all his unfinished projects, and has some footage from those as well. Very interesting. This says a lot about what I want to say about art in general, and films specifically, and it does pertain to Native representation as well in films. In fact, I show it in my Natives and Media class. I try to make students see the connections between this and Native American representation in media. Great film. I really enjoy watching this. I carry this one with me all over. The disc, not the box, but this is how much I enjoy it. I knew once the Criterion announced this one, I was buying it. I've never seen the Godzilla before, and this one contains, this is the Japanese version, Gojira, which is why I'm sorry they put the Godzilla in the title, but I guess it's brand recognition. And it comes with both the American version and the original Japanese version, which is a bit more darker, a bit more another meditation on the morality of warfare, disguised as a man in a suit monster film, or a kaiju film. 2 discs, nice box, nice cover art. I really like this one. And whenever I still want to get together with friends to watch Godzilla. Alright, we're going to get into my top 3 absolute favorite Criterion discs. The Samurai, Jean-Pierre Melville's hitman film, classic noir, French noir. A lot of interesting interviews on it, but the film itself is really, it's probably one of my, it's in my top 10 favorite films. And you just can't go wrong with Jeff Costello, played by Alain Delon. This was remade again as John Woo's The Killer, and remade once again as Ghost Dog by Jim Jarmusch. People don't really seem to catch on to that, but honestly enough, there's not much of a play on the samurai in this film, which is I think why it disappoints a lot of new people to it, except for the meditation on service unto death. That's the only thing that it meditates on when it comes to anything resembling the code of La Samurai. Interesting film. This is one I really like to base a lot of my own hitman film on. So, The Samurai. Wings of Desire by Wim Wenders. Well, probably another one of my top 10 favorite films of all time. And again, this is one when it was announced, I knew I had to get it. 2-disc collection. A very good, clean, high quality transfer. It isn't like the muddy MGM one that had sort of a sepia tone to it. This one is a clear, and the image is crisp. What's disappointing though is the audio commentary. It's a bunch of snippets of interviews of Wim Wenders and Peter Falk, but the MGM one had a complete end-to-end commentary by Wim Wenders himself, which is why I keep that one. And they had to include the Angel Among Us documentary that was on the MGM version, because the reason I don't like that is because it has the director of City of Angels in it, talking as if he's an expert on Wim Wenders' film when he just did a remake of it, a very terrible remake. But this is one of the films that, you know, got me into foreign films. It's about guardian angels, if you didn't know, and how they experience the world. Of course, you probably saw this one coming. 7 Samurai. What more can be said about it? It was released before as a 1 disc, but this is 3 discs, and one of the best things on it is a documentary on the making of Seven Samurai from Japanese television. Toho Masterworks, Akira Kurosawa's It's Wonderful to Create, and they talk about just this section of building it. And it goes through all the different iterations of Seven Samurai, where first it was just mainly supposed to be about a Ryomo, or at least a regular samurai during the day, and just to see how it changed from this to being about 7 Ronin defending a village. Probably my favorite Criterion disc. And that's it.